Hey, it's Jason with Novice Temps, and today is day 3 of National Makers Day. Today I'm scaling it back a little bit because yesterday's project was a bit too much, and today I'm going to make a tennis ball launcher. This is basically just a potato cannon, but slightly larger barrel to accommodate a tennis ball. And this will be great for a dog. I don't have a dog, but I have friends with dogs, and maybe we'll get some use out of it. So, today should go a lot quicker than yesterday. I should definitely be able to get this done. So on the bench, I have some 4-inch ABS. I'm using ABS instead of PVC because PVC has a tendency to shatter if it fails, whereas the ABS will just split. But I shouldn't have a problem even if I went with PVC. I have an end cap that I'm going to glue onto the 4-inch PVC, and this is just to stop the chamber. I have a reducer from 4-inch to 3-inch. I have a bushing, which should prevent the tennis ball from entering the chamber. I'm going to have to cut this down so that it fits in the reducer along with the barrel. I have a 3-inch barrel. Got some ABS cement. I have some propane. I have a little inline regulator so that I can adjust the pressure going into the chamber. This is just so that it'll act as a one-way valve, so I don't have to have a lever shutting off and turning on and turning off the gas. I have a standard nozzle for a propane tank. I may modify this, but this is just going to be to fit a hose to so that I can go from the propane tank to the regulator in the combustion chamber. I've also got this barbecue igniter that I picked up from Home Depot, and it's just 2 wires with a little plunger that makes a spark, and this will be my igniter for the combustion chamber. Just need to drill some holes for my igniter, glue all the pieces together, and we should be ready to go. Just gonna hot glue this in place. Now for the other wire. So let's see if that makes a spark that we can see. Yep, there's a spark. So now I'm going to take some ABS cement and run it around here and inside of the cap and glue that together. And then I'll do the same with the reducer. Sometimes when things don't want to open, you need to break out the muscle. Works like a charm. So what this glue does, this and PVC glue do similar things. It destabilizes the surface of the plastic, and then when it dries and cures, they're essentially a single solid piece. So it's like it eats away at the surface and then lets the pieces bond together when it dries. Ooh, it's also quite stinky. Let's press fit that and let it dry. And that's the back of our launcher. So now I'm going to do the same for the reducing. Let's put this on as well. And that should give me a nice, good seal. So the next thing I'm going to do is cut this down so that it fits about halfway in here. That way I get that nice ring here with the lip, so that the tennis ball doesn't go inside this chamber, because that would be bad. So I've got this little makeshift jig that's just a couple of pieces of scrap that I barely clamped together, tenuously clamped together. I wanted to make sure that it wouldn't get in the way of the saw, because that would screw up the saw blade. And it mostly holds this piece in here. It looks like the perfect spot is with this, like, right up against this fence. So there's not a really great way of holding it. So I'm just going to hold it here and hope that everything goes okay. We'll see. Apparently not. Okay, new plan. We're going to do it the old-fashioned way. So I've got my bushing cleaned up a bit. Now I'm just going to glue it into the reducer along with the barrel. So let's do this. And then I'm going to use the barrel to push it in the rest of the way. So there we have it. We have mostly functioning. I just still need to hook up the gas. But I'm going to let this sit for a couple of hours probably, let the ABS cement cure and dry, and then I'll drill a hole to accept the gas. I might try to rig up some sort of handle. I don't know. This is pretty good. I like it. And then we'll test it out. So my PVC cement is basically dry. So I'm going to do a quick test fire before I start adding the regulator. Let it fill the chamber for a couple of seconds or so. And then give it a quick fire. So first, small test with a tennis ball. I now have a fully armed and operational tennis ball launcher. Little MAP gas in the end. I went with MAP instead of propane. The MAP was lighting better. And you just fill it up, hit the igniter, and you launch tennis balls. Yeah! So I'll get some action shots a little later. Probably post another video, just probably at a park launching some tennis balls. And that concludes day 3 of National Makers Week. If you liked it, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, check out the other videos that I've done this week. If you're ever having problems with your tennis ball launcher or potato gun, your propane's not igniting, you think it might be the spark, don't look down the barrel to find out.